Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle,
What's going on, guys? I'm Joe.
and we are back with another review for you today. Today, we're going to be talking about Renewed Man Grooming. Now, this is a company that's really kind of been buzzing in the bearded community. We're really excited to show you guys some of their products. Before we do, we want to talk with you a little bit about the company. So we've had the pleasure of getting to know Jared, the owner, a little bit. So Jared is from the peninsula of Michigan, which I believe is centrally located. Not sure on that whatsoever. So Jared's a really cool guy. He's a big family man. He actually has 4 kids, and he was sharing some pictures with us. Beautiful family. And Jared is a big cigar smoker, cigar enthusiast. And actually, this line that we're going to show you today, we have 3 different scents, is actually inspired by his cigars. And it is help me out, Joe.
The the King's Torser series.
That's right, King's Torser series. So these all have tobacco in them, but 3 completely different spins on tobacco, which is really cool.
Right. Yeah. And a torser is basically somebody who is a professional cigar roller. So it really goes good with the theme that he's going with for these 3 scents that we're going to be talking about. But of course, we just want to thank you guys so much for joining us yet again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not done so yet, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. And of course, we love seeing those thumbs ups, those thumbs downs. Any sort of feedback that we can get always helps our channel. And of course, leave a comment. We love nothing more than to read your thoughts. But we'll be right back with this intro. All right, welcome back, guys. So let's talk about that price and the presentation. So kicking off with the oils, on the website, the oils are listed anywhere from $16 to $17. The balms will be $16.50 to $17, and for the butters will be $17. So really just slightly above that market average. So overall, the prices aren't too bad. The oils are going to be 1 ounces, and then the butters and the balms will be 2 ounces. So again, yeah, not too bad on those prices. Kyle, why don't you kick us off with the presentation?
Yeah. So one thing when I think about Renewed Man, and to me, when you do art, this is the point. I think about the logo. I really do. Let me go ahead and show off a few different bottles here really quick. So this one here. And as you can see, like Joe said, this is the 1 ounce dropper top. And you have the kind of the dark amber smoky bottle. It's not black. I know it kind of looks black on the screen, but you might be able to see there. It's like that black smoky look.
Yeah, very frosted like.
Frosted. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Each one says right on there what it is, which is, of course, beard oil. And then one thing I really like on the bottom, not taking up a lot of room, it actually says the scent profile right there, which is really cool. So that is what the oils look like. And we're going to show each logo and everything, which they're totally unique. And then the clear frosted 2 ounce bottles for the butter. This is the matching. It also has the scent profile right there. And then that is the logo. Yep. One thing I want to show off, which I really think is awesome, in each one of the balms, you're going to get a guitar pick because it is a stronger balm. And it actually is going to say Renewed right on it. And it's going to have that skull logo. That is really cool. And then the butter is very similar, except it says butter on it, of course. And that's a different scent that we'll show you here later. But for me, the presentation is totally unique. Like the stickers, the box that you get, everything really stands out. Do you feel the same, Joe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so when you get like a 3 oil bundle that's also offered on the site, they actually come in this magnetic box that is really cool. So as you can see, it just closes just like that. Very cool, very classy, durable. And then, you know, the logo on it just looks really cool. So if you're like us and want to keep it in your collection, you could have this box and you could have that put up somewhere to show off as well. So that's really cool. I love the frosted bottles. I love the frosted jars. Everything's just very, very classy. And it goes really, really good with his brand.
For sure. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into them. We have 3 of them. Let's talk about the scents.
All right, guys, so let's talk about these scents. And the first one that we're going to talk about is a scent that is called Havana Beach. And that is the logo for it. You got the cool, like, old-fashioned sailboat on there. You got the really cool color scheme on there. Very, very cool. So the scent profile itself is a tobacco, elegant musk, and subtle sea salt. This is a very, very cool scent. I was really, really looking forward to this scent when Jared was nice enough to send these out. And, you know, subtle is really the right word for this scent. This was probably the least strongest scent out of the 3, at least for my beard. But it was still something that was very enjoyable for about 4 hours I got out of it. I really think the sea salt comes in really nice, and the tobacco is not too strong in it. I really feel like the tobacco was there to really lift the musk and the sea salt, which is really impressive because sea salt is one of those things where you could really use it if you really want to almost make like an unscented type smell. So that was very impressive of Jared. Very enjoyable. I have it in the butter as well, and the oil and the butter do match really, really well. I actually really much enjoyed wearing that one at night.
Yeah, probably because of its subtleness. You know, it's a good nighttime scent. I really like this one. It's very calming. What's unique about this one, like Joe said, with that sea salt, you almost pick up on that. It absolutely reminds me of being on the beach, but
Mhm.
you're not getting that campfire scent, and you're not getting any fruity type of scent like that at all.
No.
It's one of those scents that's actually very hard to describe. You would just kind of have to try it out. But if you're into subtle outdoorsy type of sense. But when I say
Mhm.
outdoorsy, again, no, not a campfire, not a like tree, leaves, nothing like that. This would be right up your alley. But I definitely enjoyed this one. If it's a day where I don't want anything strong or anything like that, that's a go-to for me.
Mhm. All right. All right. So the next scent that we will talk about is the cedarwood oud. And this label on here is
Yeah,
probably my favorite out of the 3. This
so
label
cool.
is absolutely sick. And as you can see right there, you got, again, the color scheme on these are really cool. You got the awesome gold, which is amazing. And then, so of course, you have tobacco, oud, amber, birch, black pepper, and smoky vanilla. Man,
Yeah,
this is one complex scent, but it is so good. You get a really good balance of that oud and that tobacco, and these you know, like the smoky vanilla comes in really nice. It's almost, you know, it's almost like toasted like, which is really cool and adds that nice little sweet factor to it to balance everything out. And that's what Jared really does well with all these scents, is he finds a way to have really, really good balance where you're getting just a little bit of you're getting a little bit of the entire profile, which is something that is hard to do sometimes.
right.
Oh, yeah, it's good. What did you think of that one?
Yeah, no, this one's really cool. So the first time I smelled this out of the bottle, I was like, but this is one you have to get in beard. You're getting different notes. I mean, you're getting cedar, you're getting oud, you're getting vanilla, you're getting a touch of that musky smokiness.
Mhm.
And, you know, like I said, or Joe just said too, this one is super unique. If you're looking for one that's a little outside of the norm, this is for you.
Mhm.
Um, would I call it a typical oud scent? No, probably not. It's
Mhm.
very complex. But I'll tell you, in beard, I really enjoyed this one.
Right. Right. All right. And then our last one is the Black Mints Maduro. And that's the bottle there. Okay. So you got the cool green and the gold again. Um, so this one is warm tobacco, black tea, and mint. I was shocked that this one ended up being my favorite because I'm so 50-50 when it comes to mint. But man, the freshness and the muskiness that was blended together was so nice. I loved being able to get that fresh from the mint right off the bat. But then when it started to warm up in your beard, you get that tobacco, and then that black tea kind of just comes in at the very end to give you that like relaxing feel. So you get freshness, you get manliness, and then you get relaxation all in one bottle and at different times during the day. At least that's how it was for me. I don't know if it was like the same for you, but it was a very unique experience, and that's why the black mints is actually my favorite out of the three.
Awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I had a different spin on it though. I purposely didn't read the scent profile and I smelled it. I
Mm.
think it's from the black tea. I was picking up a little bit of chocolate, honestly. Like I
Okay,
was
I
kind
believe
of
that.
getting that chocolate mint scent. Can you kind of see that now that
Almost
you,
like the Andes mints that they
right?
give you at the Olive Garden.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
I can see
read
that.
the profile and I'm like, man, maybe it's that tea that's doing that. But I'll tell you what, it's a great scent. It
Mhm.
really is. I have absolutely no issue with it. Um, I wouldn't say it was my favorite out of the bunch. I really enjoyed the Havana Beach.
Okay.
I gotta
Cool.
say, I think this one was my favorite. So unique, so subtle, so comfortable. But I'll tell you, three really great scents here.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about our favorite topic and probably the most important, that is feel and beard.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into what Joe just talked about, feel and beard. Before we do, let's go ahead and read the ingredients of all these products here. So on the oil, we have apricot oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, fractionated coconut oil, castor oil, and argan oil. So again, not reinventing the wheel, a lot of great products or
Mhm.
oils that we hear about often.
Right.
And then let's go ahead and jump right into the balm. We have beeswax, shea butter, mango butter, coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, fractionated coconut oil, castor oil, and argan oil. So definitely something that sounds very familiar, but
Mhm.
definitely something, castor oil you don't see terribly often in a balm.
Right.
And then looking at the butter here, again, going to sound familiar. We have shea butter, almond butter, mango butter, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, metafoam oil, beeswax, apricot oil, jojoba oil, fractionated coconut oil, avocado oil, castor oil, and then argan oil. And if I may pat myself on the back, nope, I don't have my glasses on, and these are relatively small.
You did good. You did very good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Um,
I won't have to put in like a quirky edit for
right,
our
right.
amazing reading skills.
Right. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I just want to say
Mhm.
right off the bat, I have a favorite. There's one of these products that stood out to me. Let's go ahead and start with the oil though.
Mhm.
So as far as thickness, I would say this is pretty much right in the middle. There is a
Yep.
little bit of castor oil in here to
Mhm.
thicken it up. So that's kind of what it looks like. But if you're someone who's into thinner oils, if you're someone who's into thicker oils, I would say either way, give this a shot. This
Mhm.
was pretty medium to me, but as far as how it felt in my beard, it really was great. It soaked right in. I had no issues. I styled. I probably wore this probably 7 or 8 times, and I styled well. I just really have nothing but good things to say about the oil. Sometimes I can feel my skin getting a little dry towards the end of the day. I did not have this issue with this oil at all.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, the oil felt great. I really, really enjoyed it. I agree with you. It's on that medium side. I really felt like my skin absorbed it really good. And I got that, nourishment that you really just need out of an oil. And yeah, my styling days were really good. I had no issues and it just did everything that it needed to do.
Right.
It felt absolutely great. And I definitely can see why some other reviewers really, really enjoyed this oil, and I think we're right there with them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, moving right along. So we have the beard balm,
Mhm.
and that is in the black mint, and the beard balm was awesome. So this right off the bat, this is a thicker beard balm.
Mm.
It's so weird because I was just about to say I love thicker beard balms, but there are some that I like that are medium or even light hold. But I'll tell you, this is the one that I was talking about. This product really stuck out to me. Like I showed you guys before, I love that he hooks you up with this pick.
Mm.
I'm going to do my best here, but I mean, you need, see the muscle I'm putting into that? You need the pick. The nice thing is when it broke down in your hands with a little bit of heat, it was a relatively creamy feel for how thick the balm is.
Mm.
And it didn't really weigh my beard down considering how thick it is. This to me was like in my rotation of something I'd wear every time I wear balm.
Okay. All right, guys. So here's the thing. I have made it very known that I'm not a huge fan of firm butter or balms, I should say, and I've pretty much kind of knocked them every time that I've tried them. Here's the thing. Jared knocked it out of the park with this one for some reason with me, because this is probably one of my favorite balms that I've actually ever put in my beard, and it's still one of the most firmest balms that I put in my beard. I don't get it. I don't know why that's the case, but this is probably actually my favorite product out of the oil, balm, and the butter, because it's just so good. The firmness that he was able to do is great. It takes care of any flyaway that I have, but I
Mhm.
did not feel like I had concrete in my beard. Which is something that's just very, I feel like it's really easy to do when you want to make a firmer balm. I've said that on other reviews that I just felt like I've had like concrete and just, heaviness on my beard. I didn't get that. And yet I was still able to style my beard very well, took care of those flyaways, and I still feel like I got some nourishment out of it throughout the day. And it just went so good with that oil, and then obviously capping it off with the butter at night. The balm is probably my favorite item out of all of them. Very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, it stuck out to me as well. I agree with you that Jared nailed it. All right, so let's move right on to the beard butter.
Mhm.
So, to me, very unique product. I want to start this by saying I really enjoyed it. The first time I wore it, it gave me like a, interesting, but I really enjoyed it. It gave great results. So, here's what I found interesting about it. When you look at it, there we go. You see some texture, and I hate this word, but I'm going to use it. You see some grit. When you put it in your hands and you rub it together, you absolutely feel texture. You feel grit. They do melt down pretty quick to a great, oily feel in your hand to put in your beard. Now, right out of the jar, it's super soft, really soft with some grit. You just don't see that very often. And to be honest, most products with some grit in it like this, I don't like. But I did. I really enjoyed this butter. It's definitely not my favorite by any means, maybe not even my top five, but I really would like this. If someone were to say to me, hey, I'm thinking about giving it a try, I would say go ahead and go for it.
Mhm.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. It probably was my least favorite out of everything that we covered. I was turned off by that grittiness in there. It just kind of felt awkward rubbing it in my hand, and it took a little bit more work to go down than I would have liked. Overall, my beard felt fine. Nothing that really, blew me out of the water, but it still did what it needed to do. I didn't hate it by any means, or I can't even say I really disliked it. But overall, I mean, it was just okay for me.
Gotcha.
Average. I would say that there's probably a good amount of people that will like it, and I would feel comfortable recommending it to certain people. But I'm sure that there'll probably be people with me who are just maybe okay on it.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I wore this twice during the day. Again, overnight, it did its job for sure. I actually really enjoyed it during the day. It was almost had like a whipped butter texture because it
Mhm.
was so soft. So it's definitely unique.
Mhm.
So yeah, guys, that's our thoughts on Renewed Man. Overall, I would say though, two thumbs up. I really enjoyed these products. This is something that I will definitely keep in the rotation. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, between the balm, the oils, definitely. I mean, the oils is probably up there. I would say probably not top five, but probably would make my top 10 list of
Nice.
feeling oils if we were to do something like that. Very solid. Another thing that Jared does that's completely amazing and that he's very proud of is he offers 365-day guarantee.
Yes.
And if you're not satisfied with these products, any point in time you can do a free return or an exchange, and Jared is a very awesome guy. I guarantee that he'll take care of you if you were to have any sort of issues at all.
Yeah, and that's such a big statement. You can own this stuff for a couple months, use half of it, and then still return it. That's his confidence in his products, and I see why. I mean, they're definitely some good stuff.
Mhm.
So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We truly appreciate each and every one of you and every second you take to watch these videos. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click on our logo and get yourself subscribed. Click the notification bell to get notified when we put out other videos. But that's all the time that we have for you guys today. But as always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.